What's up everybody, it's me, I'm back with another review and I did it. I went to the theater yesterday and watched this movie. That's right, Tay Tay is in the house, Taylor Swift, the Eras Tour. So for those who are wondering why this movie has grossed over $100 million worldwide in a very short time, I can say I contributed to that. I thought I'd check it out just to see if the hype is justified and why it's the fastest selling tour and probably the most successful tour of all time. I've got to say, I like Taylor Swift actually. I'm not one of those Swifties though, so I'm not a huge fan, but I enjoy some of her music. I think she's talented and she's also my type of girl, so whatever. For a long time, I almost only listened to her country stuff, but later I learned to appreciate her pop stuff a little bit more, like Delicate and Style and Blank Space. And it's interesting to see how her success in the US differs from that here in Germany, because country music is obviously a big thing in the States and she was already a superstar with her first album and sold a lot of records. But here in Germany, the big success came with the Red album. So country music, country pop is more of a niche thing here in Germany. Let's talk about the movie. Sam Ranch was hired as the director and the film was recorded at the first 3 of 6 Los Angeles shows of the tour. That's insane, crazy numbers. She played at the SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California. I think the stadium holds about 70,000 people, something like that. And crazy numbers. And Taylor Swift's in-house production company, Taylor Swift Productions, produced the film independently in collaboration with Silent House Productions. At the beginning, there's a breathtaking camera work that pans into the stadium from a bird's eye view, and it starts with the Lover era and the single Cruel Summer. And what is immediately obvious is how well Taylor has the audience under control. Everyone is singing along and dancing along and having a good time. And the vibe even carried over to the movie theater yesterday, with people getting up and joining in. And I even caught myself singing and vibing along to Shake It Off. I did not want to because it's a guilty pleasure. That song in particular is a guilty pleasure song for me. But yeah, I couldn't help it. My body looked at me like, seriously, dude? And but whatever. There was a beautiful moment when Taylor looked around the stadium and is just amazed at what she sees. And I think that must be an indescribable feeling, to see all those people in the stadium who came just to see you. And I think they sometimes ask themselves the question, why me? So, and that was very obvious in that movie. I think it's mind-blowing to see Taylor's journey. And I wonder how many people back then thought she would become as big as she has. Because I'm fascinated she's got as huge as she did. Because while I think her early songs are solid musically and vocally, they're not that different from what Faith Hill or Leanne Rimes could have done, and neither ever got as huge as Taylor. Anyway, almost every era was presented: Fearless, Evermore, Reputation, Speak Now, Midnights. And what struck me was that the show was designed with a lot of attention to detail. Even the mic stands have their own color to match each era. So yeah, that was lovely. A bummer for me though was that some songs I like were missing. Sparks Fly was missing, Mine was missing, and the debut album was missing completely. I mean, yes, she did Our Song in that acoustic section, but I would have included the first album just to go along with the Eras theme. And it would have been nice to at least have Tim McGraw included in the film. I mean the song Tim McGraw, not the artist, but it would have been nice as well, but you know what I mean. But what surprised me the most though was that Cardigan wasn't in it. That was the moment I was looking forward when it comes to the folklore era, because she played Betty and some other songs, and suddenly they cut to 1989 and I was like, where the hell was Cardigan? So for my taste, the set list could have been even more balanced. I mean, she played more songs from some albums than others. One song that never really was my favorite, but I remembered more positively because of this movie, is Look What You Made Me Do. There's more electric guitar in the live version and that made it sounded better for me. And like I said, I'm not a Swiftie, so I've never bought one of her albums, so I like some songs more than others. So my final conclusion about the show and the movie is that the film is a good way for those who follow Taylor's work only occasionally to get to know her and the discography a little bit better. because there's something for everyone. Greatest hits, deep cuts, big stage, dance routines, there are show elements, smoke machines, light beams, confetti, pyrotechnics, you name it. But also intimate moments, because sometimes those show effects can distract from the music. But when you're able to move a stadium with minimal effort, you know you have talent. So Taylor Swift is able to perform just with an acoustic guitar or on piano, and that's lovely. So I really like that. The sound was flawless, the editing was good. Just the cuts between the eras were too fast, I think, because one section ended, and then within a half minute or so, Taylor was at the other part of the stage in a completely new outfit, and you think she can change that fast. So they cut out some portions of the whole thing. Nevertheless, I think it's a great overview through Taylor's career, as it represents every stage of her now 17-year career. And I genuinely believe why Taylor is hot right now and probably the biggest thing breathing. She'll still be relevant in 20 years from now. So I'm sure of that. She's doing pop now, and her music appeals to a predominantly young audience. I think the audience will grow with her. So, and when she's 60, she can easily write acoustic stuff or country stuff again. So she's very clever, I think. And I'm sure in the long run, she'll be remembered as one of the greatest artists the US has ever produced. This was my movie review of Taylor Swift, The Eras Tour. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, give me a thumbs up, leave a comment or subscribe to my channel. I would appreciate it. And yeah, thanks for watching.